Hey G Squad, welcome back to episode of Is It Worth It? Today's episode at this cool right here, and here's what this is a keyboard case that is used for a Fire Max 11, and for this one in particular is from the Amazon brand, you can see. So for this one, I only allow you guys to use it for a Fire Max 11, and in fact right here they do show you guys the image of what the product looks like. So what I'm doing right now is open up to show you guys what the inside looks like first. So let's do open up. If you guys do take it out, inside right here is what the product looks like. So this is the back part of the actual case. And see how we do have the opening for the lens, for the camera lens. And then here is our side. When you guys do feel materials on here, it definitely feels like a high quality material that will protect your product when you guys do use it. And the bottom right here is where you guys want to insert the actual product. So it's like a wireless connection that's in use. If you guys do open up, this is what the inside looks like. So the case itself is two separate parts, if you can see. So then feel free to use it on one side only, or you can use both. The way how to design this part right here is a magnetic design. So that way you can just stick it on real easily. And then right here they do provide guys a user manual to teach you guys how to set it up and how to use it. So the way how to design this part right here, you guys can actually use it as a stand that's foldable, which is really nice. So that is how far I can go that way, and that's how far I can go that way. And they do have the little Amazon logo right here on the bottom. Where for the other side right here is what the keyboard looks like. So we do have a trackpad right here, and we do have all different keys available for you guys to use. And when you guys do feel it, it definitely feels very lightweight, which is pretty nice. And then for the pod right here, I don't think there's any way for you guys to recharge it. I think once you guys just plug in your tablet on here, it just powers on and start using it. And when you guys do look at the side, you can see how it's actually very slim. So it's not bulky at all when you guys do use it. And when you guys see the buttons on here, it's actually pretty quiet. I don't think it's a fully silent keyboard if it's here. But it's much more quiet than your typical gaming keyboard or the mechanical keyboard. But this is what the keyboard looks like when you guys do take it out. And that is pretty much everything that's included in the package. If you guys are curious about what I'm currently using, let me show you guys really quick. So this is the current case that I'm using for the Amazon brand, which is a slim case. So this is what the product looks like in the front. Here is the back, and then here is the side. And then same thing for this one, you do have the magnetic design on here to actually take out really easily. So once I do remove it, it comes out so easily. And once I do stick it on, it sticks on there really well. If you see how when I hold like this, it literally sticks on really well. If you see how when I hold like this, the magnet that's on here is actually really strong to hold it together. And the cool thing about this case right here is the fact that you guys can stick it like this. And that way you can use like a stand, which is really cool. Or you can stick it back like this and just hold like that to use it if you guys do need to. It's pretty cool. So if you guys are interested in getting a regular case without a keyboard option, feel free to invest in one of these if you guys do have the Fire Max 11. But what I want to do right now is to take it out and show you guys how to set it up on the keyboard. So I do take it out. What I want to do is stick the back part on first. Make sure it fits the lens right here in the back. Just like that. Once you guys got it on, this is what it looks like right here. Here's the front, and here's the side. So feel free to use the tab like this. But if you guys want to use the keyboard, you guys want to stick it on like this. And it has a really strong magnet on here to hold in place. That also allow you guys to move it in different angles if you guys do need to. Like I mentioned for the back part right here, you do have the option to bend it. Let me show you guys how to do it. So let's say for example, if you guys raise this part up, you can see how the back part is bended like that. So let's say for example, if you guys put it down on a table like this, now you do have a stand option like that if you guys want to use it as a stand. That way it can hold your keyboard in place, which is pretty cool. And once you guys connect this onto the actual keyboard, it will update everything on here, and you just have to wait a few minutes and then have it all set up for you. So there's not much else for you to do. So what I'm doing right now is let it kind of update first, and then we'll test it out. So that is what the product looks like once you guys do set it up. If you see, it definitely looks pretty nice. If you guys ever want to move it, just take it off like this. Very easy and very simple. And once you guys are ready to use it again, just stick it back on. It has a really strong magnet to hold in place. And obviously for this keyboard, it's different than your normal keyboard. This one has everything that's built for the Fire Max 11 in terms of home button, return button, the lock button, website option, etc. So it's gonna be hard for me to show you guys in this point of view. So I'm gonna put this down on the table and then show you guys how it does work if you guys will use it. And then we'll come back and talk more about it in a second. All right, so right here we do have the keyboard case. If you guys do open up, here's what the product looks like. So I mentioned you do have the option to pull it apart really easily. And once you guys are ready to use it, just put it back together because it does have a really strong magnet to hold in place. It doesn't require you guys to connect it on the Bluetooth or anything because it does it automatically. But once you guys are ready to use it, just open the back part like this to use it as a stand, which is really convenient. And once you guys are done, fold it back up to bring it back down. And I love how strong the magnet is on here to hold it in place. So you do have the option to use like this, fold it in half like that, to use it like that if you guys want to as well. So just hold it like this to use it. But just to show you guys whether or not the keyboard works, let me give it a try. So right here, we can see how we do have the keyboard. And we do have the mouse pad that works as well. So let's try to search something on here. Let me go to Google. You can see that does work. If I type something on Google, you can see how it does work when you guys do search stuff on here. And like I mentioned, you can feel free to use the other buttons on here as well. Enter the home button to go back home or go back. For the back button, you probably want to use it on your browser or somewhere else like this. Alright, so right here we do have the product all set up. So let's give it a try. So if you guys do use the mouse pad on here, you can see how it does work. If you guys do type Google on here, that works. If you guys search something on here, that works as well. If you guys try the other button on here, those works. If you guys go back home, that also works as well. So very easy and very convenient for you to use it. And everything on the actual keyboard definitely sounds pretty good when we use it as well. But this is what the product looks like when you guys do use it. Welcome back, guys. So now this all quick test the product definitely actually does work and should work quite well. And you see how all different buttons on here, it definitely works really well. And on top of that, how it actually has the trackpad on here is actually really cool as well. So that way I can have a mouse option to use, and that way you guys don't have to touch the screen if you guys don't want to. So that way if you guys need to type something on here, maybe like if you guys need to log into your Netflix account or Disney Plus account, if you guys have to manually type in your password, it'll take a long time compared to when you guys use the keyboard. It's so much more easier. And the other cool thing about the keyboard is the fact that it does give you guys an option to open up all the way like this. So that way you can still use it as a regular case if you guys do want to. So that's actually really cool as well. And once you are done, you guys can always fold it back up together and it automatically close for you. So in a way, if you guys really think about it, this case is actually much more convenient for you guys to use compared to the slim cover, because it does give you guys a case and also give you guys a keyboard option as well. And like I mentioned, if you guys ever want to remove it, just pull it apart really easily. And that way you can use it separately and just use it by one thing by itself if you guys do need to. So really cool. But that is everything that's on the product. Now to go unboxing and test the product. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth it or not. So for this product, I do have to say that it is pretty worth it. If you guys want one and need one of these, especially if you guys are in the market looking for a high quality keyboard case to use for a Fire Max 11, then I do have to say that it is pretty worth it. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save your money on something else that you do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.